Welcome to Doing More. I'm Erica Cardenas. Today we're in the town of Gilbert, honoring its big inaugural win as a 2019 Best City for Business in Arizona, presented by the Arizona Chamber of Commerce and Industry. The BCB of Arizona Award was developed to showcase and highlight a city or town committed to supporting the role businesses play in driving economic development, reducing regulatory burdens on business, and working with the business community to improve the local quality of life. In the fall of 2018, the Arizona Chamber of Commerce and Industry formed a working committee to create a program that focuses on the economic development of excellence at a local level. Take a look. We're here in Gilbert City Hall recognizing the town of Gilbert for being recognized as the 2019 Best City for Business in Arizona. And joining me now is Councilmember Bridget Peterson to tell us more about this wonderful community. Welcome, Bridget.
Thank you.
First off, give us some history behind the town of Gilbert.
Gilbert is 99 years old this year. Next year in 2020, we'll be celebrating our centennial. Gilbert has a long history here in the Valley, being the hay capital of the world from many years ago, and we're known for now our great restaurants, our great businesses, and of course our kind people.
Wow, quite a milestone in recognition for sure. So if someone isn't familiar with the town of Gilbert, what can they expect when they come here?
I think they can expect for people to be very friendly, kind, open, and they're going to have very delicious food, especially if they visit our Heritage District.
Absolutely. So the town of Gilbert definitely has experienced significant economic growth. Why is that?
I think it's because we always find ourselves in the top lists. For instance, top 5 for corporate executives and top 3 for best place to live, most livable city, and second safest city in the United States. I think those are great reasons. And when you look at top 5 for executives, we have high top school districts here in Gilbert, and those executives need places for their families to live and to grow and to play, and that's a great example of why they come here.
So the town of Gilbert was recently recognized with a very special award.
Yes.
Tell us more about that exciting news.
Well, I think we're really proud anytime that we can earn an award here in Gilbert, and to be recognized by your peers in the Arizona Chamber of Commerce and Industry is really phenomenal, and I think it really comes down to our great team and how we've created really business-friendly development processes, and we have town staff that is just here to help you no matter what your needs are. We also have really creative developments here in Gilbert that businesses want to be a part of, and really great access to the freeways so that, again, they can get around the valley any way that they need to or any time that they need to. As we move forward and look for our future, we're looking at being innovative, being creative, being a really good partner to our businesses, to our education, to our residents, and finding ways that we can take this town into the future. We're 250,000 people now. We know that we're continuing to grow and probably going to add maybe 80,000 more people. So there's always those growing pains, but we look to do that in a really creative and innovative manner. And we're really excited to see where we take Gilbert.
Thank you so much, Councilmember Bridget, for having us out today. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
If you'd like more information on the town of Gilbert, just head over to the website on your screen. The BCB Award serves as an endorsement from the business community and is supported by the Chamber, Chamber Business News, the Arizona Chamber Foundation, Cox Communications, and Chamber members. We'll be back with more and doing more right after this. Welcome back to Doing More, where we shine a light on the good things happening in our communities. We're here in the town of Gilbert celebrating its inaugural win as a 2019 Best City for Business in Arizona, sponsored by the Arizona Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Did you know the town of Gilbert was incorporated on July 6, 1920? The town was a prime farming community fueled by the construction of the Roosevelt Dam and the Eastern and Consolidated Canals in 1911. It remained an agriculture town for many years and was known as the hay capital of the world until the late 1920s. It's relatively a new community that has seen tremendous growth during the past 2 decades. As the town celebrates 99 years of Gilbert history, each Gilbert mayor has triumphed in creating a community of excellence. As I get ready to enjoy a delicious cup of coffee right here from Burgie's Coffee, let's take a look at this event that honored our educators through American history and the beauty of the ocean. Take a look.
Odyssey Aquarium is so unique, and not only is it fun for families, but it's also educational.
We have over 300 species of animals, marine life, some terrestrial animals as well.
We have experiences where our guests can come in and really learn about the aquatic life and what's going on in the oceans today and the rivers and the streams.
Just need to see your credentials. How are you?
Well, tonight we are celebrating educators. We had over 1,400 educators sign up for our event, so we knew it was going to be a success. We wanted to give them the opportunity to see our facilities and to check us out and to just really see how that educational component plays into their classroom and how we can work together for our community.
We have a lot of endangered species in our building, and a lot of them are locally endangered, especially in the freshwater environment, that people don't know about. So it's a great opportunity for them to come in and also talk about all of our educational initiatives and programs to just show what we have to offer and some of the tools that we can give them.
Our educators are going to experience Titanic, the artifact exhibition. Inside this exhibition, they're going to be seeing actual artifacts from the Titanic and take that back to their classroom. In addition, we have a whole theater full of educator resources. So our friends from Cox are here, our friends from Phoenix Herpetological Sanctuary are here, Powell Place, lots of teacher resources. And then we have some professional development tonight. So if you experience Odyssey Aquarium, our educators are going to go home with a couple hours of professional development because we understand that that's an important part of them achieving their goals as educators as well.
I think it's important to educate our youth about reducing waste and recycling, and that's why we carry some products that are of recycled product. We have our Green Toys collection, which are 100% made of recycled milk jugs. So the teachers can bring that knowledge of how can we recycle and what can we do with that recycled product to turn it into something that we can use and benefit from in a day-to-day life and keep it out of the environment. I really think that the Educator Appreciation Night would really make a big impact on the classrooms and the education system, having that knowledge that they will learn here at Odyssey to take back into their rooms.
In Arizona, we don't get many opportunities to be around sea life, but we are able to bring our students here and they get to participate, touch the animals, see the animals up close where they might not have that opportunity otherwise.
I really look forward to kind of bring in the beauty of all the different species and all the different things that happen in human history, from like the Titanic exhibit all the way through like the fish and all the different sea creatures and things like that.
Our educators are awesome. They come out all year long with their field trips. They have families of their own. They're supporting us and we want to give back and support them as well.
The Odyssey Aquarium Educator Appreciation Night was a successful event which hosted 1,400 registered educators during Teacher Appreciation Week. This free event allowed the educators to receive a first exclusive look at the Titanic exhibit and tour the largest aquarium in the Southwest. Plus, they all received a professional development certificate, which included field trip opportunities. We had a chance to visit the Washington School District for the Connect to Compete initiative, where families pre-qualified to receive free computers. Take a look.
The Sunny Slope area is a very diverse area, and there are several pockets of pretty low socioeconomic status, a lot of working poor parents, and sometimes the kids don't have the opportunities at home. And we're working with Cox to help students get computers in the home.
We're proud to partner with the Washington School District to help bridge the digital divide in our community. We're at Sunny Slope School distributing more than 60 new Chromebook devices to families at the Washington School District who qualify for our Connect to Compete program. Connect to Compete is our low-cost internet for low-income qualifying families with school-aged children in the household. Access to the internet is critical. It's no longer a luxury, it's a necessity. And for our students, they need internet to be checking homework, to be communicating with their teachers. So that's why our Connect to Compete program is so important to be supporting our community. Our volunteers are showing the families how to utilize this device and also showing them where they can find digital literacy training online for free provided by Cox Communications.
When you watch some of the kids with the computer in their hands, it's almost like just giving them a magical instrument that they then can go home and explore and come back and talk to teachers, come back and talk to their friends about the things that they're learning and that they're being given the opportunity to learn from is pretty amazing. And when you see a kid's face light up to the opportunities that they're going to have, it's pretty magical.
I never had a laptop, so I'm happy that I got a new one today. It will help me in school. I could go on Google and do math stuff on the computers.
I want my family to be proud of me and do good things in life. I'm gonna keep this until I go to college. Gonna rock it. Thank you, Cox, for giving me a laptop, and for the internet. I appreciate Cox. Cox is the best.
It means a lot to the students and the families to know that people outside of their norm care, and they care enough to provide opportunities to their children and to them to be able to give their families that, things that sometimes we take for granted. It's definitely a family enrichment opportunity, and we so appreciate everything that Cox has done to help make this possible.
Giving back to the community is a big part of Cox Communications, and today is just another example of how we do that. If any families are interested in signing up for the Connect to Compete program, they can visit our website at cox.com/low-cost-internet.
What an inspiring story. We'll be right back after this. We're here in downtown Gilbert, where they were named the 2019 Best City to Do Business in Arizona. While Gilbert is growing to be one of the largest municipalities in Arizona, the community remains youthful and vibrant. As I take a little break here on Gilbert's Canal Trail, check out this inspirational story known as Las Vegas Gig for Good.
Throughout history, as people have tried to interpret dreams, the desire to predict the future has probably existed since the dawn of mankind. My name is Owen Fulton. I am the researcher, content director, and driving force of Kid Stuff Podcast. Kid Stuff is an educational podcast that's focused mainly around kids, and especially homeschool kids, to help them get a little bit of extra education. First, we do the researching, and then we kind of add a little bit of tangents in and extra dialogue to make it seem more like a conversation. And of course, we do the podcast and edit and upload it. We've been producing our podcast for a little over a year now. My dad was with me from the very beginning. At first, he would do most of the research and script writing because I didn't really know how to do it that well. But then I slowly started to get the hang of it. Now I do research as well. A dream of disagreeable imagery with little emotional response from the dreamer, or a nightmare can cause the dreamer feelings of fear or anxiety. According to Psychology Today, a nightmare can be just a bad dream of disagreeable imagery with little emotional response from the dreamer. The Cox internet is really fast, and it helps us get it quicker and helps us be more efficient. We just get to search in exactly what we need, and boom, we have 1 million results. We're able to get it done much faster because of our high-speed internet, and it's not really ever loading. We don't know how many kids per se have listened or downloaded our podcast, but Kid Stuff Podcast does have over 20,000 downloads. The first time I really felt we made a connection with our audience was when we got our first fan mail letter per se, and it was a kid asking us to do certain topics. With the Cox new Gigablast speeds, we'll be able to produce more podcasts. With Cox Internet, my whole family can be online at the same time, and it won't interrupt the podcasting. According to Psychology Today, a nightmare can be just a bad dream of disagreeable imagery with little emotional response from the dreamer, or a nightmare can be a phenomenon that still fascinates people around the world. Throughout history, as people have tried to interpret dreams, many have claimed to have had a prophetic dream that came true. One of the oldest known accounts of a prophetic nightmares can be caused by many stresses, including events such as the loss of a loved one, something disturbing that was witnessed. This can include a scary movie or even ghost stories for some. Keep learning with Cox Internet and Kid Stuff.
We also traveled to the East Coast to visit with the 2019 Cox Charities Community Grant recipients who are helping youth reach their full potential. Take a look.
The goal of our program is to make sure that all of our members, especially those kids who need us the most, realize their full potential as productive, responsible, and caring citizens.
I like coming here because I have something to do after school. What I've gained from the program is knowledge and freedom.
Enrichment programs are critical to after school because we know that what's happening after school is directly influencing what's happening for kids in the classroom.
Enrichment programs like the Center for Dynamic Learning allow students to reach beyond the classroom. The investment from Cox Charities will allow us to work with 55 high school age youth as practicing professionals in the field of engineering.
I like coming here because it's always teaching me something new. Before I did this program, I never was into manufacturing, and now I really enjoy doing it.
Everyone here is really nice and they make me a better person.
The Cox Charities Grant helps support the activities that our AmeriCorps members are providing our students in the after-school space.
If you ever are feeling in your school alone or that there's a lack of resources, that is what City Year does. We kind of come in and fill in wherever we really need to.
This is where we engage students and they learn STEAM skills through their own passions and interests.
Steambox is a place where you can come and hang out and also learn what you want to learn in some of the most interesting and fun ways possible. I like Steambox because it's sort of an open door where we can find opportunities to share with the world and have the world sort of come to us.
The Cox Charities Grant would allow us to make investments and enhancements on our STEM curriculum. We thank you for your investment and for your desire to give back and to make investments in the youth of Rhode Island.
Kids at Newport Community School love to come after school. They love spending time in enrichment programs, and they love to be with their peers and develop relationships with our teachers and our staff.
A priority for Connecting for Children and Families is to provide high-quality, engaging after-school programs so that students will succeed in school and in life. When young people are consistently engaged in out-of-school time programs, they are more likely to do better in school and to demonstrate improvements in health and behavior.
We have a large number of students interested in learning more about science, technology, engineering, and math.
I like to come to this class because I want to learn more about robotics, how to control a robot, and learn more about technology.
Everything seems to be revolving around technology. The future jobs are jobs we haven't even imagined yet.
I most definitely will choose a career with technology. Yeah, it was a good experience.
Thank you to Cox Charities for being a champion for our kids.
Thank you to Cox Charity. Your support helps our students not only academically, but also helps build a better future for them.
A wholehearted thank you. From the bottom of my toes to the top of my head, we cannot thank you enough because you are really enabling us to do what we're doing.
We'll be back with more on Doing More right after this. Well, I enjoy this prickly pear ice cream. Take a look at this film production company that teaches filmmaking to people with developmental disabilities.
Okay, here we go. Action.
Welcome to Film Camp. Each group is going to be responsible for making a short film.
I'm the AL program facilitator at Clinton School. I place students to what they're good at.
Miss Deb asked me if I wanted to come participate in the camp, and it sounded like a lot of fun.
He went and he blossomed. He really didn't have a place that he fit in before, and after film camp he did. Garrett said, Miss Hunt, I want to go to the adult school in Bakersfield, California. And I was like, Garrett, I don't know Joey Travolta. I mean, I don't know how to approach him.
You know, you see all these people working on a project, and then you get to the sneak peek, and you see what you've worked on for this week, and there's so much creativity in that 1 week.
Called Garrett and said, we have a scholarship we're going to be doing.
We created an Autism Can Do scholarship because we want everyone to know what people on the autism spectrum can accomplish.
It was to design a sock design for $3,000.
He was like, yes, and then I was like, and you've got to tell your story.
And this here is the winning pair, circuit board socks. He was the winner.
And so we called up Garrett.
And I thought it was a telemarketer, so I answered with, hello, New York!
Congratulated him. We said we want to come to Arkansas and we want to celebrate you.
The folks from Cox Communications came along. They matched our $3,000 scholarship, and he's going to use the money to go to the Joey Travolta Film School.
We have a partner, Cox Communications. Over the last years, they've hosted our screenings, the camps, even a screening of a feature that we did. Their employees come and they volunteer. At the screenings, they gave GoPros to all the kids.
I was not expecting this.
And these kids, they appreciate these great screenings that we've had, and Cox has been our host.
You know, kids want to make it. They want someone to believe in them. Garrett spoke a little bit about what his life could have looked like, which would have been very depressing. That's going to be a different story now.
We see minor miracles simply because you believe in somebody. You let them have an opportunity to get a job and work in a place where they're welcome. And we hope that's what the scholarship does, that it reaches out to say, look what you can do and we believe in you, and let's go show the world.
The world works in mysterious ways, and if you have people backing you, then really there's no way you can fail. The world will work itself out. So, dream big.
I want to thank the Town of Gilbert for creating an environment where communities can flourish and businesses can grow and thrive. With access to an educated and diverse workforce, a pipeline of emerging technologies from statewide universities, ease of market access, and an unbeatable quality of life, it's no wonder why the Town of Gilbert was chosen as the 2019 Best City for Business in Arizona. On behalf of Cox Communications and the Arizona Chamber of Commerce and Industry, congratulations. I'm Erica Cardenas. See you next time.